I wanted to make my own money. So my friends tells me that all this what you made only from 200 dirhams. Last paper, rub it, and I painted myself. You please pack your bag and come back. I went and bought first Omega watch for 1900 dirhams. So my friends were crazy. Because my dad told me that you are working as a pickup driver.
Hello and welcome to the Brew News, and this is the Brew Talk, where we will bring the exhilarating journey of makers of the country. We will go through the mind of the visionary business leaders. This is not just a talk show, it's an invitation to witness the transformation capability of human potential. And today we are with Mr. Bharat Bhatia, founder and CEO of CONARES Steel and the man of steel. Welcome to the Brew Talk.
Thank you for having me.
So you landed in Dubai in 1983.
That's correct.
And today you are holding the empire of steel and many other ventures.
Well, with blessings, yes.
So your story is typically like rag to riches story.
It's not rag to riches. I would say that it's a life story which I really have cherished and I've been enjoying, and still long way to go for me.
So from where it started?
I landed in Dubai on 2nd November 1983. So this 2nd November 2023, I'll be completing 40 years. I came from good family, but I wanted to make my own money. And the idea was to make $500,000 Indian rupees and go back. Because in those days, interest rates were so high. So I thought it is enough money for me. So my friends, my associates still ask me, have you not made still $500,000 rupees? The answer is yes, I have made, no doubt. But Dubai is a magnet. And for us, this is a home to us now. So I would say that it was in right time and a right opportunity. I got it. And I was able to pursue a business with one helper with me, and today I'm very blessed that I've got 910 people working for me, and we still have more expansion plans the way forward.
Talk about your personality. You have gone to St. Francis College and other top class schools in Bombay. Then you landed here and you started your journey as a salesman cum driver.
Yeah.
It was not odd for your family members, your fathers, what you are doing? Come back to Bombay, you can do better here.
Honestly speaking, I just did schooling and junior college. Though my dad was well-to-do, he was real estate developer, he was very upset that I'm leaving, and the issue was that for me, I wanted to just make my own money. I don't know why. When I landed in Dubai for 2nd November, Diwali was 2 days after that. So my family was really upset that I left Diwali and came. Yes, they were upset. And there was a time then after 4 years, my dad told me that you are working as a pickup driver and the salesman and your salary is 1500 dirhams a month. If your owner doesn't give you 5000 dirhams, you please pack your bag and come back. Now my owner was very strict man, and I have learned a lot from him. I'm very blessed that I had him in my life because he taught me what is trading. He taught me how to deal with market. So I asked him that I need to have an increment of only 200 dirhams instead of asking 5,000, and he refused. So that was also a turning point in my life. So my friends tells me that all this what you made only from 200 dirhams. So every step in my life has set an example and made me more and more stronger. So family was initially, as you asked me, was upset. I'm sure that today my mom and dad, they are in a nice place. They must be also proud of me and my family who have always been supporting me. And we have built CONARES Steel Manufacturing. We are the second largest and only private company. So I don't think they will be having any complaint as of today.
It was 1987 when you started your own venture, your first company.
We started in 1988.
88.
And 1987 I was trying to look for a job or look for an opportunity. So 1998 I started a first company, which was in hardware and industrial equipment supply, where it was really giving me a same type of confidence that I did for 4 years. But then entered into the scrap business, worked as a commission broker for scrap, learned what is steel from scrap collection, went into a indenting business with Indian manufacturers. It didn't work well. So something fell in my lap that I was been in contact with one of the European company who wanted me to represent them, and there where the entire journey started. So in 1997 precisely, we were the only company who introduced Russian steel in this part of the world, and that changed a lot of things for me, for the market, and everyone realized how Russian steel is important. So it was year 1997, 1998, we got more and more popular in steel trading and steel stocking. And in 2000, we shifted in Jebel Ali. And from 2001, we had our stockyard, steel service center, then we had a pipe mill, we had a rebar mill, and then, journey continued.
What was the biggest turning point in your career? How you will see it?
See, earning money was when I came to Dubai. That was the desire that I want to make 500,000 Indian rupees. But when I came to Dubai, honestly, with 1500 dirham salary also, I was enjoying my life. So it was never that money was a problem or I was chasing money. Just to add something, that my salary was 1500 dirham. After I got my 3 month salary, I went and bought first Omega watch for 1900 dirham. So my friends were crazy. They're telling, are you crazy? With 1500 dirham salary, you are just spending. So money was important, no doubt, and even today is important. But chasing money was never my idea. I wanted to just build something, make something which I should be known as a individual. And I said, still there is lots to be achieved. So I'm not saying there were challenges or there were difficulties, but honestly speaking, every step has taught me something new, and even today I'm learning.
So when you started your first company, even you are short of money, you painted your own office.
Yeah, I don't know from where you pick up these things, but
that's
that's a fact. When I started my first shop, I was having only 10,300 dirhams cash with me. I had to pay 5,000 for local, I had to pay 5,000 for rent, and I was not knowing how I'm going to pay the balance rent. And I bought one second-hand furniture for 100 dirhams. I was left with another 200 dirhams. And then I need to buy some, in that time, I don't see nowadays any shops are putting vinyl. So we used to put that vinyl on the floor. And I was left with only 70, 80 dirhams. And my office was having stairs, was not having any polish or paint. So I bought a paint of 30 dirhams. I used the glass paper, rub it, and I painted myself. But I enjoyed. I never said that it was a struggle. I enjoyed doing that. Because I did that, that's why you're asking me this question. I would say,
Like this could be one formula, like you are enjoying everything.
I enjoy.
Nothing is burden on you.
Challenge I enjoy. If I'm not been pushed, if I'm not been challenged, I get bored. So challenges I enjoy.
And one challenge you faced when you first consignment landed in Dubai from Russia?
Well, the first consignment came from Russia to Dubai, particularly in Jebel Ali port. It was month of June. Temperature was 51 degrees at the port. And the buyers, I would not say were unfair, because if you ask in a normal terms, yes, they were difficult. But I always say challenges I enjoy, and they made me perfect. And they challenged me to count each and every bundle. So it was around 7,000 ton of steel. And every bundle has different pieces and different sizes. So in 51 degrees at Port Rashid in those days, I counted each and every bundle, and I made sure that my customers were happy. And yes, it was some very good experience for me. And then we tried to teach Russian companies how to do theoretical weight, and that's how everything started.
When you landed, or when you was in the initial stage of your business, how was Dubai?
I'm a die-hard fan of Dubai. 1983 Dubai was good. 1997 Dubai was very good. 2001 Dubai was fantastic. Today there is no place like Dubai. So Dubai is always having a positive energy, and Dubai will always remain as a place for young entrepreneur to come and explore the opportunity what they can build here. So Dubai is always been good to me and always be good to me in future also.
And what is the story behind this name, CONARES? Usually we Indians start some venture, we try to connect some name which is connect to us.
Yeah.
So this, what is a short form of something, or you picked this name somewhere?
My first company name was Abu Abdullah. And why? Because my local father name was Abdullah. So he said, I want to give Abu Abdullah. So I took it. Then we changed to Macwell, mechanical and welding. Then we went to United Metal Supplies, which was again a Swiss company. They gave the name. Then the company was changed to CONARES in Switzerland. So I was forced to change. As we know, we Indians don't like to change our names very often. But it was like a journey which was allowing me to, or forcing me to change. So in 2001, when we established here as CONARES, which I was also not knowing the name of CONARES, then I went and met them and I realized that why you changed the name. CONARES actually was a Russian company and they were in coal and mining. So the short form of CONARES is coal and natural resources. So this is how the name CONARES was been invented by them and I embraced over here. But in 2005, we parted away with Russians and in 2015, we just made all our partners, we bought out everyone and we retained our name. So as you said very correctly, we Asians, we Indians, we don't like to change name. So I can't think of any new name like Indian style, like my name is Bharat, I don't want Bharat Steel and all this. So I retain my name CONARES and I continue with name of CONARES.
In the journey of CONARES, when company was on growth, global crisis came, 2007,
Yes.
when everyone was crying. How you passed that time?
Well, 2008 was a crisis and 2009 was challenging. The crisis started in 2008 September. And every steel trader, not me, or every steel stockholder was having a huge inventory of 100,000 ton plus. The prices was $1,500 and crashed to $350 a ton. So almost everyone lost around $1,200 a ton and we were not being escaped from that. Even we got caught in the situation. As I said, challenges makes me more energetic. Challenges when it comes, I become more proactive. The only approach what I did was to face the banks, meet with them, explain to them, and they really listened to us and they helped us. So 2008 was no doubt a crash year, but 2009 was a difficult year. But we managed very, very honestly.
Usually in this type of crisis, company first lay off the employees.
Yeah.
So what is your philosophy in time
Honestly
of crisis?
speaking, we never laid off any people. Why? Because I always say Bharat Bhatia is giving you an interview today because he is the owner, a co-founder, and the chairman. But I always say CONARES' strength is not Bharat Bhatia. Indirectly, without people, we are nothing. So if you try to be unfair, because they are family attached to us. So I've been blessed that I've been given an opportunity to have 300 people in 2008 and I've been blessed that I've got 900 people working for me. So we never had any retention programs or retention. We managed. Yes, it was tough, but we managed.
As a boss, he is tough for the work, but as apart from the work regarding family and all, he is very kind and he is always helping to everyone. But regarding work, he is very punctual, sharp, and he required everything on time.
What is the philosophy of business for you?
See, any business, not mine, any business needs two things. The satisfied customer always, to be retained and keep honoring your commitments. So I would say that is the only formula which I am also continuing and I am passing on to my children. Both the sons are with me in business. So I want to leave the legacy that retain customer and perform honestly. So I don't think there is any shortcut.
And when you are hiring someone, what you are looking in the candidate?
Well, I stopped hiring for last 15-20 years, so today's generation is different. When I used to hire, person used to come with any reference. I never used to see his qualification. I used to just see that whether he is ready to work more than 8 hours. Because our business doesn't work with 8 hours, 6 hours. We need to be always 24/7 involved. So where we saw the temperament of the employee who is willing to work extra hours, that was my preference. Today, we have an HR department, we have got full-fledged team who are evaluating every candidate, but I'm not saying that young generation is not having the temperament to work for 8-10 hours, and I can't blame them because there are a lot of modules which they can earn money. For instance, earning shortest way of money. Steel is not a shortcut. Steel is a hard business. You will need to involve 24/7. You have to be very attentive. We don't sell a high profit item. Our margins are thin. So we need people who understand business and who gives us not 8 hours of the time, who gives us their own time to make business successful. So I have made my HR also aware and I believe that they are able to find right people. We still have those type of people left in this world who are willing to work.
Have you ever felt proud that you are the only private steel manufacturer in UAE?
The day I feel I have a proud, I'll stop growing. I still have lots to do. And I believe that I feel happy when CONARES is known. I feel happy that CONARES is still growing. I feel happy that my children are associated with me in business. I feel happy that people they still recognize CONARES is able to perform and keep their customers satisfied. So that is more than anything else for me. Proud, then you become arrogant, which is not in our DNA, I would say.
What are your views or your company policy towards the green technology?
The world is growing or going towards green steel, which we are also exploring some new investment, where our efforts are that we should also be recognized as a green steel producer. It's not cheap, but that's a future. Whether anyone likes it or no, the earlier adoption is better for them, because we are also responsible for future generation. We are also responsible for the environment. It's not always about money. It's always the thought process has to work, that we have to do something for the next generation. So I would not say that it's easy, but it's also not impossible.
Okay, let's talk about the soft part of your personality. Let's leave the business aside. What was your hobbies in past or right now? How you are?
Honestly,
spending
my
the time?
hobby was always to play cricket. My hobby was always to play squash. I was playing badminton. But this work in last 20 years has given me more pleasure, I would say, than my hobbies. But still, I like to involve in plays. I like stage plays. I like movies. I like traveling. I still travel. Family is my priority. So I find my way how to relax. Hobbies are to relax. So I find my ways how I can relax.
And how do you meditate?
I only meditate when I'm in the office.
Oh.
There is nothing else. For me, meditation is sitting on my desk and meeting with my people and trying to discuss business and opportunities.
In one line, what is your success mantra?
Work. Let's deal together.
Let's skill together.
That's the mantra we have. That's our tagline.
What will be your advice to the newcomers who are landing nowadays? Nowadays, we have a lot of opportunities.
Honestly, today young generation, they don't need advice. The digital world or the websites or the Google gives them more information. But I can only tell one thing. There is a lot of difference in information and experience. And the best examples have been flashed on public domain. But experience can give small tips which can make your life easier. They have to align with an experienced people. They have to work under someone who has worked in that respective field. Of course, information what they have is also very helpful, but only information will not help anyone unless they blend with an experience.
Now, here the challenge for the newcomers, like when they are landing, how they can approach to the people like you.
Well, for the newcomers, when they land, they already have a plan that what are they going to do, and they need to find what is the best way for them to also gain an experience. As I said, when we came, we just came. There was no internet. Today they do complete due diligence, complete study, and then they come. So they should do a little bit of research, who they should count. But they say, no, I know everything. That's the end. I always tell people, when you say that I know everything, that means you know nothing. And for me to tell I don't know anything, for that I have to learn a lot. So you have to be prepared to learn every moment from every individual, whatever best you can. So that would be my advice to young generation. Yes, your information is good, but without experience, your information has no value.
And let's talk about your family.
I came in at the age of 17 and a half. So quite obvious I was not married at that time. I got married when I was having my own business in 1990. I have two handsome sons. One of the elder son is already married, and I'm very fortunate that I also have a granddaughter at the age of 53 I had with me. And my younger son is in business, but is exploring some opportunity back home in India. My wife, she's also involved in business. She's supporting me in CONARES as HR director, but she also manages our F&B business. So she is busy. My daughter-in-law is also active a little bit. So we are all seeing that we should be trying to add value one way or the other, and that I'm very blessed that entire family member are enjoying what they are doing.
There is a cliche saying, behind every successful man there is a woman. So how you will see the role of your wife?
Well, I would say that if I say something that behind every successful man there is a woman, so it should be a wife.
Should be a wife.
And wife can make and wife can break. But I have a different approach. This type of philosophies are good to give a message, but I'm a different person when I'm in the office. For me, I don't bring relation in the office. My son has to act as, director. My wife has to as HR director. And we have that discipline in our office.
We're quite similar for the fact that both of us are workaholics. We're passionate about people, passionate about work, passionate, open to new ideas. He's very open-minded for the fact that we all have come from very conservative backgrounds. He never wanted us to work outside, but he always promoted us. Unlike other ladies in the family, he always wanted to go out and prove something and prove and be independent. That is the family side of it. He's also our boss. He does not spare us.
So as your son as a part of CONARES, so what tips you are giving them for the future growth?
I would not give them a tip as a father. I'll only give advice as a CEO, and I'll tell them what to do. And they also adopted that type of culture, and they have also learned in a process. When they started also like I started as a salesman. They also started as a salesman. Today both of them are a director of the company. I can't give them tip. I can only guide them because they are already exposed to the business. They are already exposed to the company's protocol. And they know what I have gone through it. And maybe they are bored to listen to my story through channels like you. But I would say that they have a big shoe to fit.
I would definitely say he's my idol. To achieve whatever he has across the last 40 years in such a short span will not be possible for any son. But he has come a long way and has imparted a lot of knowledge into us. A lot of our doings are because of his experiences. So I would say that is the shortcut probably I would have achieved in my life. He's very supportive and encouraging because he always lets us go with our own flow. He's never said that you have to do this or you have to do that. I think he's given each of us independence and that level of authority and responsibility that we can manage to execute our day-to-day operations on our own in our own space.
In this 40-year journey, what was the one turning point we'll see that you are here?
Not giving me increment of 200 dirhams. That is the only turning point I would say. Otherwise I was just working as a salesman. Had it not come out of that environment and not venture into what I explained to you, I don't know where I would have been. Because I tried a job in a bank, I tried a job in different organization. I was given an appointment letter in one of the bank. I said no. Yes, I was getting more than 1500 dirhams, but I felt this responsibility is very putting me in a box.
So that 200 dirham changed your life.
200 dirham has brought me what today I am.
And what will be your last message, closing message to our viewers?
Last closing message to the viewers is I would like to say that look, any individual who has been successful is no doubt one has to follow, one has to learn. But that should not be the chasing way of making your life. Of course, one has to work hard. There is no shortcut. Anyone can approach anyone like me if want some help, some advice, some tips, they can approach. But no one is going to teach you anything. You have to make yourself burn in the fire. When you say that the jewelry can only be made when it is been, heated. So I would say that yes, enjoy your life. Many people say, I have stress. There is no stress. one has to enjoy the stress and get out of it, because taking a stress is not a solution. Enjoy your life, face the challenges, and find the way how to overcome with the situation rather than complaining. Rest, I am no guru, I am no one to say anyone anything. Since you asked, I could add, be happy.
Thank you, sir. It was amazing to have you on the Brew Talk, and definitely it's going to be a learning for us also.
Thank you once again for having me and wish you all the best.
Like and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon to get notification from the Brew News.